seeing what God is doing at Known, being a part of this full time now. I don't know how I did it part time. I don't know how I did it managing the store and all of the other things because God's just doing some really big things and it's so fun to be a part of. So, I'm going to start about what God is teaching me because He is teaching me a lot. And with Easter just happening, I'm also going through a study, Luke in the Land, and it has just been really, really good. And this week was Resurrection. And so timing was so fun, so perfect. But they talked about the 40 days after he spent on earth here and the ministry that God did around tables, eating with people, inviting people, walking with people. And it was just like this really cool representation for me of the ministry that we're doing at our tables. So this last week was spring break, and I had lots of fun with my girls, and we did lots of crazy things, lots of adventures. But we also had, like, the neighborhood over because they're all off of school. And so the adventures begin at our house. And it has just been an honor because I love bringing people into my house. I love hosting. I love doing all of these things. But one of the comments I just had to laugh because one of the boys, we invited them all to stay for dinner, and we were like, hey, no pressure, but if you'd want to stay for dinner, we can. And he's like, you eat together? And I was like, oh, like, that's not a thing for everybody. That isn't something that we all do all the time. And so it was just a representation of what God is doing around the table in our homes, figuring out different things like that. And so your ministry is your home. You're doing really great things with your kiddos, with your family, and different things like that. But the people that you welcome into your home is a special thing. And when you invite somebody in, it's such a gift. And so, thank you to all my friends who have welcomed me into their homes, who have come to my house. It's just an adventure and so fun. I want to share some upcoming events because God is doing some really big things at Known this month. We've got 3 really big events, and I'm kind of going to go backwards, and you're going to laugh at me because, I'm not doing them in order of when the events are happening. I'm doing them in order of the newness of these events. So, letting go of control, finding rest in surrender is happening in the Wausau area at Bethany Church. And we are super excited. Sarah and I have done this message a couple of times individually and now together. And so it's just really exciting. This is one of our favorite messages because we talk about this verse. Oh, maybe. In Matthew 11, 8, 28 and 30. And we talk about coming and taking and resting and learning. And if you look at those CTRL, that is the control button. And so we're going to talk a little bit more about this, what that looks like to let go of control. I know a lot of us are in the midst of holding on to or gripping our hands like this in control. And so we're just going to walk through that. My favorite event, I know I'm not supposed to have favorites, but I do, is Gather, Pray, and Go. This is an event where we literally do that. We gather together to pray, and then we go out from there. Yes, it's a fundraiser, and there is food, and there's going to be silent auction and worship, but the main portion of what we're doing is prayer. We are praying for these ladies. We usually have about 60 ladies from 5 different anti-human trafficking organizations who have walked through some really hard circumstances, and they have an opportunity to come to Known. And so we raise $15,000 and we make this event happen. And so we're super excited for what God is doing at Gather, Pray, and Go. And you asked, it's coming. Bingo is coming, and we're super excited. The bingo registration is up online, and so if you haven't registered, get your ticket. There's going to be cash prizes for our final blackout. We are going to have tons of prizes because we haven't had bingo in a long time, and Amanda has been shopping away. and we've got some donations as well from Heidi. So super blessed by all the things that God is doing, and super excited about bingo as well. So that is some upcoming things. I also, before I bring on our speaker, just wanted to ask for prayer. I know a lot of you follow my journey, and it has been a journey. Last year I had hip surgery in February, and this May I will have the same surgery in May. So May 4th I have a surgery, and would just really prayer accept your prayers, because it has been really hard these last couple days, especially with my hip. I don't know about you, but I don't normally have a cleaning lady, but I got a cleaning lady. But in order for the cleaning lady to clean, you have to clean up your house. I know it's this weird thing, but I am like, okay, there's clothes on the ground. I just got to bring them to the girls' room. Just the things that we had from spring break, like just putting them away. And so I went up the stairs 2 times. And that might not sound like a lot, right? Like going up and down the stairs. But right now with my hip, I can't even do the stairs. It just hurts. And so for 3 hours after I was in bed, just in pain and crying, and it was just really, really hard. And so it's been a season. It's been a really hard season, and I would just love your prayers. Also, I'd love visitors. I am not one that is like, after surgery, don't come see me. I am like, come and see me. So, if you have my number, just text me. Let's set up a time to visit after my surgery. The first 2 weeks, I literally am I can go to the bathroom, but otherwise, I am not moving. I'm on crutches. I can't put any weight on it. I'm in a CPM machine for a very long time. And so, yeah. So, anyways, would love, love visitors during that season. But that's enough about me. That's enough about all the things that are going on with Gnome, because you guys come to see our speakers, and I am super excited because Leah is a new speaker to us. She's going to be an online exclusive speaker. I got to hear her speak at the Known in Kenosha, Wisconsin, and it was just an honor. She has an amazing story of what God is doing, and so super excited to have her. So help me in welcoming Leah.
Hi.
Hey, it's good to have you on here. I'm super excited just for what God's doing in your world, and I just know this much about you because I listened to your talk, but I've heard really great things from Rachel and Michelle, and so I can't not listen to those two lovely ladies. So,
They are something, aren't they?
they are. Tell us who you are and a couple fun facts about yourself.
So my name is Leah. I have 4 babies ranging from 17 to 3, so we are a busy household. Let's see, I love to craft and create, and someone asked me like, "Oh, what have you made recently?" Because I love to create things, and I was like, "A mess. I made a mess." So just kind of doing things like that. I'm always looking for little projects and things to keep myself busy. Let's see, I love spending time drinking coffee of all sorts. Yeah, and so let's see, 2 little fun facts. One, I can wiggle my ears. It's just that's always like the what like one goofy thing that you can do is I can wiggle my ears.
That's
Um,
awesome.
Thank you. And another one is I, for the first time, am going to on a vacation where it's just me and the girls. I've been on like missions trips, and I've been on work trips, and I've been on family, like where we go to the Dells and things like that. But this is like we have no plans. And so when you're talking about that control button, hello, that's me. So my type B best friend is like, let's just go. I was like, what do you mean, let's just go? She's like, no itinerary, no plans. And so I am for the first time like taking an actual vacation where we don't have plans. We're just gonna go and see where the wind takes us. So,
I
so that
love
is
it.
my fun little thing that I'm doing.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
I hope that it's just everything that you dreamed of and more.
Thank
What an
you.
adventure that will be. Tell us about a project. You said that you like projects. Tell us about a project that you're working on. It doesn't have to be maybe one of those creation things, but like you have project.
I joke that I myself am a project, so so I am constantly working on, like I said, like things around the house. But lately, it has been my so I have three boys and a girl, and my girl, I'm pretty positive, is going to be a CEO or she's going to run a cell block because that girl is busy. She is busy. So right now, actually, after we're cleaning up here, I am going to run to Menards because she took a pair of scissors and cut through the screen of her bedroom window because and her reasoning was so precious. I wasn't even mad. I was like, girl, we can't do that. She wanted to talk to the people that were walking their dogs during nap time. So my project is we're gonna do some maintenance around the
Uh-huh.
house because my children are cutting out of the house.
Oh, and it's just, it's those things. So I was a second grade teacher, and this story I share often, but one of the little boys, he asked to go to the bathroom and he just got a little distracted. And on the way back, he stopped and saw the chickens. Well, long story short, he came back to the class and I get this call. There are crayons in the chicken coop. And I am
Oh,
like, oh no, like, I'm so sorry. Like, I don't know what happened. Well, I asked this little boy, like, hey, can you tell me what went down? He was like, well, they looked like they wanted to color.
oh,
And it was
it's
like,
so
how do you be
precious.
mad? How do
Yeah,
you be mad? But it's like, you can't do that.
right.
And you're cute, Oh
Yeah,
my gosh, the things that kids do.
yes,
We'll have to write a book of all of the
seriously.
the things that they do. It's pretty something.
Yeah.
So tell us what God is teaching you right now.
Oh, my mom always joked when we were growing up, like, don't pray for patience because then you'll have opportunities. And girl, I didn't listen. I I am learning so much patience right now, and there have just been so many opportunities for me to practice my
Yeah.
patience, whether it be, parenting things or like in my own walk with God or just kind of what's coming next. Just really, really learning patience. And I felt like I had patience. I do not.
No, no. Yep. Keep
Not at
learning.
all. It's a constant, we're constantly learning, we're constantly growing. And I have just had so many opportunities to kind of pause and think like, okay, God, what am I supposed to do next here? Because I have no idea. And so
Mhm.
just being able to really lean on him and the people around me that he's put in my life is really just where I'm at right now. And so that is what I'm learning. I am learning patience.
Yeah, it's a hard thing. I don't have it mastered either, so I
Yeah.
don't. But I am stopping praying for opportunities because I don't want. I'm like, okay, pray for something else. Pray for something else.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yes.
he gives us opportunities to grow in those things that sometimes we don't.
Yes.
I shared about my hip, and I have been praying a lot about this, and my sister prayed over me last night, and all of these things. Like, so many people have loved on me, but one of the things that I did pray a couple months ago was like, God, if I'm really supposed to have this surgery, like, make sure that I know, like, through pain, like, that this is what I'm supposed to be able to do. And I was like, shouldn't have prayed that one. Like, I feel a lot of pain. Like, I can't walk up the stairs, two flights of stairs. I can't, walk down the street and do my normal walk. Like, I can't do the things that are simple things
Yeah.
that we just take for granted. And my brother-in-law is on crutches right now because he has a knee issue too. And he was like, yesterday I used one crutch and I carried my coffee to my office. And it was like, oh, yeah, perspective. Like, right? We just take for granted the things that we do every day.
Yeah.
And so it's just perspective for me, to be like, okay, praying for these things, praying for what God is going to show me, praying for all of those different, interweavings and different things like that. So, uh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did. I told my friend, I was like, just for a little bit, not for a long time, I would love to stop learning lessons. I
Uh-huh.
would like some time to reflect. So, yes, I feel you. I feel you going through all of those life changes and things like that. It's rough.
Yeah, it is. It is. You have been a part of the Known family, but you get to come and be a part of this crazy Known family. Tell us why you're excited to be a part of us.
I am so I actually my first experience with Known was just attending the Known hometowns at Great Lakes Church in Kenosha. And I was just so moved by the people in the room and just the community that was built. And I was so grateful for Rachel and Michelle bringing that to like to me. They literally brought it to me at my own church. And so I was just so grateful for that. And I thought, I made like a passing comment. I was like, I would really love an opportunity to speak, and that is so cool. And next thing I know, Rachel's putting us into like in contact with each other, and I was like, oh, this is real, this is happening. And then after I had a chance to speak at this last one, I just thought, man, this is so great. And then you and I had just a quick conversation, and we're like, I would love to explore this further. And I really like I let that sit in my heart, and I was like, no, I'll just do it for my own home church, and that'll be good. But guy kind of said that was not good enough. And so so I reached out, and I'm just really looking forward to being a part of the community and maybe sharing some of my hurt and some of my stories so that other people who can relate and say like, hey, there is more. There's more after the hurt. And so that's what I'm really looking forward to, is being able to use my story to help others.
Yeah. Mental health is one of the things that is asked for every single year.
Yeah.
For people to share their stories, for resources to happen, for things to be able to just walk through with people. We have counselors in the room. We have people that are walking with us. And you shared so beautifully that. So tell us just a short snippet of what you're going to share at the Known Conference online this year.
So online, I'm going to be sharing a little bit about what I've learned in God's provision this year, and just how he provides, and being able to accept what he has provided. That is where I've been struggling the most. And so I thought, you know what, this is where I'm struggling. This is where we're going to learn. So we are going to be talking about, like I said, just accepting what God has given you. And really, like, this is, people are praying for you. I saw something online that said your grandmother's prayers are still covering you. And I
Mm.
thought that was just so precious. And uh, I know that lots of people are going through lots of different things, but just really that accepting part is what I'm focusing on this year.
Awesome, awesome. Well, ladies, we can't wait for you to be a part of what God is doing. There are lots of events this year. And the last one that we're going to share is the Known Conference is coming. And if you don't have your tickets, this is your opportunity. Grab a ticket today. There's a QR code on this screen. Feel free to get your ticket today. If you want to watch virtually, that's awesome. Tickets start at $40 or $90 in person is the early bird price right now. We would love to have you there. There's going to be some incredible speakers, some great people, great community, and lots of really fun. So, all right, ladies, thanks so much for being with us. Bye.